Hello and welcome to the MuleBytes series presented by the Center of Excellence team at Royal Cyber. In this video, we will show you what is Anypoint DataGraph and how you can use it in your projects. Anypoint DataGraph enables you to unify all the data within your application network in a unified schema. Explore your application network from a single UI, discover, reuse, and serve information from your application network without writing new code. With Anypoint DataGraph, we can create a unified schema of your APIs to democratize data across organization, run the data graph as a SaaS application to reduce overhead and maintenance, consume and reuse multiple APIs in a single GraphQL request to innovate faster. Every time we add a new API to our application network, Anypoint platform stores it as a graph of metadata. Anypoint DataGraph enables us to connect those graphs into one unified schema that runs as a single SaaS GraphQL endpoint and contains and link all of the fields defined within all of your APIs. As a result, we can query across the underlying APIs without needing to understand all of the relationships or specific capabilities that exist within them. There are few restrictions and limitations to Anypoint platform. Anypoint DataGraph supports REST API with REML and Open API specifications, GET methods only, up to 250 API calls per unified schema, up to 16,000 fields per unified schema. Anypoint DataGraph restricts downtime REST API calls to a maximum of 150 concurrent or ongoing calls per unified schema, a 5-second timeout per call, a maximum of 5 MB of response data per call. Put, post, patch, delete methods are not supported. Anypoint DataGraph limit the query service to a 30-second timeout per query, a maximum of 100 selected fields per query, a maximum depth of 100 fields per query. We can avoid fetching more data that needed because we can specify the exact fields we need, thus increasing the speed of an API. In case data needed from multiple APIs, it will help developers as they no longer need to write custom code to consume various APIs in their organization. They can now focus more on the application logic and deliver the projects to the customers with such more speed. The IT and operation teams are going to have less code and less APIs to manage and secure because a single endpoint created with Anypoint DataGraph run as a SaaS app. Hence, there is no maintenance or patching that's required. To the customer, by using the Anypoint DataGraph, they can reduce operational cost by reducing the number of APIs. Now let's take a quick look at the demo. In the demo, we are going to show you a live use case of how we basically deal with an API. So we are on the Anypoint platform where once we click on the menu, we'll be able to see data graph. When we click on data graph, we can go into the data graph screen and we can add an API. Once we click on add the API, it will fetch the APIs from the exchange. So whatever APIs you have developed will be shown here. I will just click on one API, my post API, and I will configure the URL. Okay, it has picked up the latest version of my API. So right now it is the version 1, which is the latest one. I clicked on, confirm selection. And once I confirm the selection, it will take me to the next step, which is, we need to add the URL. So we can pick up the base path URL here and, we can save it. And we can move to the next step where we would need an authentication since this is an API created for a demo purposes. So it is no authentication used, but we can have multiple options available within the screen to add. So since this is a no auth API, we're moving to the next process. And over here, we will, look at all the get methods that are there. Once we will see all the get methods, we can just edit the schema. By clicking on edit the schema, we would see what operations we need to enable. Right now, all the operations are visible in my API. So we can just click on add to unified schema. And then we will proceed with the unified schema. It will take a while for us to upload, but once it is done, we can simply publish it. Now you can query a unified schema, and here is the response. When you click on run a query, from here, we can query any API which is added to our schema. Currently, we have one, so it is only showing one. That brings us to the end of today's topic. Thank you for watching this episode of MuleBytes series. If you have any questions or need help in implementing this in your project, drop us an email at info@royalcyber.com and we would be happy to help you. And do let us know what topic would you like to learn in the upcoming episode in the comments section down below. Finally, hit the bell icon to subscribe to the channel to get more such exciting videos directly into your inbox if you haven't done yet. Thank you for watching and stay safe.